esteemed Principal Sir, Honorable Faculty Member, and dear students. A very good morning to all of you and welcome to the Youth Parliament program at Kendriya Vidyalaya NEHU. Today we gather to celebrate the spirit of democracy, leadership, and intellectual discourse. I extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, Professor A.K. Singh, Department of Law, for graciously accepting our invitation. Your presence inspires us and we look forward to our valuable insights. Now I would like to invite our Principal Sir to honor our chief guest with something. Sir, please. Thanks to our respected Principal Sir for his constant guidance and support in making this event possible. Your leadership and vision empower us to strive for excellence. Before we begin, I would like to invite our respected Principal Sir to bless and inaugurate this program with his words of wisdom and encouragement. Sir, please.
I am very excited to be here in the Youth Parliament of Kendriya Vidyalaya NEHU and to make this program a successful one. Respected Professor Sri A.K. Singh from the Department of Law, Northeastern Hill University has come and he is with us here. So I am very thankful to you, sir, and for your kind presence, for taking out your precious time to bless our children. So you have taken the pains of coming over here. So I welcome you and I thank you for your presence here. I would like to appreciate Sonia Madam for preparing the students up to this level. In fact, we have only science stream in this school. In other schools where there is humanities stream, where the subjects are like economics, history, political science, geography, so they have PGTs. Geography, PGTs, history, economics, and political science, where the teachers together used to guide the students. But here, all are science teachers, and Sonia Madam is the only social science teacher, and political science teacher, history teacher, geography teacher, economics teacher, all combined in her. Okay, as kind of one-man army type, and she has taken lots of pain. She has taken lots of pain to prepare the students up to this level. So I appreciate Sonia Madam for this, and I appreciate all other teachers who have assisted her. And I congratulate all the students for this participation. Actually, Youth Parliament is all about democratic education. We are in the democratic country, and democracy will be successful only when the citizens are well informed about how the democratic processes are conducted. And you will see today how the laws are made in the parliament. This is a kind of model parliament, a kind of dummy parliament, how the proceedings take place in the parliament. So this is how you learn about democracy. And although India is known as the biggest democracy in the world, but still the education, the democratic education among the masses, among the general public is still very, very low. At the village level, at the ground level, there are a huge population who don't know about the democratic processes, how the voting takes place, what is the value of votes, how they should vote, for whom they should vote. So many democratic processes are there, and a huge population of the country are unaware of all these processes. But here in the school, as we learn the democratic processes in a model parliament like this, a youth parliament, you will learn many things. Those who participate and those who are watching as audience, you must pay attention to this and try to learn something about it and try to spread the ideas and knowledge of democratic processes in your family, in your neighborhood, and that will further educate the rest of the people. And that is how we will have successful democracy in future. I congratulate all of you, and I welcome all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and blessing. Your presence and guidance means a lot to us. This program aims to empower students with essential skill in debate, discussions, and leadership. We are proud to provide a platform for our young leaders to showcase their talent. I welcome all participants, faculty members, and guests. Let us work together to make this event a memorable and enriching experience. Thank you, and let the proceeding begin.
आदरणीय अध्यक्ष महोदया,
Good morning. I welcome you all to this Youth Parliament session and hope that information of the newly elected members. Secretary General, please.
Ms. Neha, who stands elected from the East Khasi Hills constituency, will now take the oath of affirmation. Ms. Neha, please. Ma'am, would you like to take the oath of affirmation?
Oath, please.
In which language would you like to take the oath?
In English, please.
Ma'am, kindly proceed.
I, Neha, having been elected as a youth parliament member, do solemnly affirm that I will faithfully discharge my duties, uphold the Constitution of India, and uphold the sovereign sovereignty and integrity of our nation. Jai Hind.
Ms. Shriyoshi, who stands elected from the East Khasi Hills, will now take the oath of affirmation. Ms. Shriyoshi, please. Ma'am, do you want to take the oath of affirmation? In which language would you like to take the oath?
In Hindi, please.
Ma'am, kindly proceed.
मैं एक युवा संसद सदस्य के रूप में चुनी गई हूँ। मैं भगवान की शपथ लेती हूँ कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची, वफादार और निष्ठावान रहूँगी। मैं भारत के संप्रभुता और अखंडता को बनाए रखने में अपने कर्तव्यों का ईमानदारी से पालन करूँगी और जिस पद पर मैं आने वाली हूँ उस पर भी अमल करूँगी। भारत माता की जय।
Ms. Daisy, who stands elected from the Kanpur constituency, will now take the oath of affirmation. Ms. Daisy, please. Ma'am, would you like to take the oath of affirmation?
Oath, please.
In which language would you like to take the oath?
In essence, please.
Ma'am, kindly proceed.
মই ডিজি ইউথ সংসদ সদস্য হিচাপে নিৰ্বাচিত হয় গম্ভীৰভাৱে প্ৰকৃত কৰোঁ যে মই মোৰ দায়িত্ব সৎভাৱে পালন কৰিম ভাৰতৰ সংবিধানৰ মান ৰাখিম আৰু আমাৰ ৰাষ্ট্ৰৰ প্ৰভুতা আৰু অখণ্ডতা ৰক্ষা কৰিম জয় হিন্দ
Honorable members, it is my sad duty to inform the House of the sudden demise of our former member, Shri Rajveer Dilerji from the Hathras constituency. Shri Rajveer Dilerji was a great thinker, a prominent lawyer, and an active political leader. He went to London and had completed his advocacy in the year 1957. He proceeded with his career and later on entered into Indian politics in the year 1968. He was a great social worker and tried for social reforms in our country. He was the Speaker of the Lok Sabha from 2004 to 2009. He was also awarded by the Living Legend Award and Outstanding Parliamentarian Award. When he was the Speaker of this lower house, he excluded himself from the active membership of his party. He was a great worker and will truly be remembered. So, on behalf of the House, I would like to extend my heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, आज मैं यहाँ खड़ा हूँ श्री राजवीर दिलेर जी के प्रति श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करने के लिए, जिनकी आकस्मिक मृत्यु ने हमें घोर शोक सागर में डुबो दिया है। वे न सिर्फ पार्टी के एक निष्ठावान नेता थे, अपितु एक जिम्मेदार संसद और प्रखर वक्ता भी थे। वे सदैव अपनी स्पष्टवादिता के साथ लोकसभा अध्यक्ष के रूप में की गई देश सेवा के लिए स्मरणीय रहेंगे। उन्होंने हमारे संसदीय लोकतंत्र को और मजबूत किया है। वे गरीबों और वंचित लोगों की एक मजबूत आवाज थे। माननीय महोदय, मैं शोक संपित परिवार को अपनी संवेदनाएं प्रकट करना चाहता हूँ और इसमें अपने दल को संयोजित करना चाहता हूँ।
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I rise to pay my tributes to Shri Raj Vidyalaya, whose sudden death has been deeply mourned by all of us. He was an active political thinker and a person who used to perform his duties with utmost devotion and sincerity. 10th-term MP and former Speaker of this lower house, he was an institution himself. He was greatly respected and admired by all parliamentarians across party lines. My condolences to his family at this time of grief.
Now, the House will stand in silence for a short while as a mark of respect to the memory of the departed and to express sorrowfulness. Secretary General may convey the message of condolences to the bereaved family.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the Prime Minister may introduce the new members to the House.
Madam Speaker, I have immense pleasure to introduce you and through you to the House, my colleagues, the new ministers. First, we have Mr. Denzel, the Minister of Information and Broadcasting. Next up, we have Mr. Benhanan, the Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs.
Now, we move on to the question hour. Question number 101. Yes, Mr. Konkon, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, we all know that India has 125 crore population. Moreover, India is a very young country. Half of its population is under the age of 25. Then, why we are lagging behind in sports? In last Olympics, we won only 2 medals. Will the Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports be pleased to state, is there any plan to make sports a part of school curriculum to attract the students towards sports?
Yes, the Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, please.
Speaker, Madam, I would like to present information regarding the related question that a policy for the entire nation was formulated by the Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs in 2020 NCF National Curricular Framework. According to NCF 2020, along with health and physical education, sports have also been kept as a compulsory subject in school education from class 1 to 10th and optional for class 11th and 12th. A high-level committee has been formed to implement independent sports, formal and informal sports, and yoga among students. Its report is awaited. This fact has also been kept in mind that everyone's participation can be ensured for the physical and psychosocial development of the players, and the students who has an inclination towards sports should also provide adequate facilities.
Sir, do you have any supplementary?
No, ma'am.
Any other supplementary? Yes, Ms. Ilawanbet, please.
Madam Speaker, will the concerned minister be pleased to state the details of the scheme to engage sports talent from school level?
Yes, the Minister, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, we have already implemented the Swasth Bacche Swasth Bharat program with the help of Education Ministry. This program focuses on 13.5 lakh Kendriya Vidyalaya students and around 3 lakh Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya students, and also prepares the health and physical data of these students. Now, the ministry is implementing a central sector scheme, namely Khelo India, which has 12 verticals. This program, Talent Identification and Development, provides financial assistance to identify talented players at various levels to different avenues. The Ministry of Education and Department of Higher Education has taken the initiative to implement the Fit India movement with the objectives of sensitizing students and creating awareness among them to remain fit and adopt ways to remain fit, including healthy food habits. higher educational system to have fitness programs as co-curricular or extracurricular activities, to inculcate the culture of games and sports in all higher educational system, and to organize and participate in sports events and tournaments.
Any other supplementary? Yes, Ms. Hana, please.
आदरणीय अध्यक्ष महोदया, वर्तमान समय की शिक्षा ने छात्रों पर मानसिक बोझ बढ़ा दिया है। इस तरह खेल और शैक्षिक गतिविधियां एक साथ होने से क्या छात्र पढ़ाई पर ध्यान केंद्रित कर पाएंगे? मैं एक मां के दृष्टिकोण से खेल एवं युवा मामले मंत्री जी से जानना चाहती हूं कि इस मानसिक दबाव से बच्चों को मुक्त रखने हेतु कोई ठोस कदम उठाए भी गए हैं या नहीं?
Yes, the minister, please.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदया, हम इस तथ्य से भली भांति परिचित हैं और हमने इस प्रकार के मानसिक तनाव से बचने के लिए पाठ्यक्रम को आधे करने का निर्णय लिया है। इसके अलावा हमने यह अनिवार्य किया है कि कक्षा 1 से 10वीं तक प्रतिदिन शारीरिक क्रियाविधि या गेम्स का एक कालांश जरूर होना चाहिए। कक्षा 11वीं तथा 12वीं में विद्यार्थियों को शारीरिक लाभ हेतु कम से कम 2 कालांश योग, मांसपेशी अथवा खेल इत्यादि का होना चाहिए। शिक्षा मंत्रालय के मदद से हम खेल छात्रों के लिए एक दिशा निर्देश जारी करने जा रहे हैं। राष्ट्रीय स्तर, एनसीसी, स्काउट्स एंड गाइड्स और वार्षिक खेलो इंडिया स्कूल गेम्स में प्रदर्शित करने विद्यार्थियों को 20 बोनस अंक दिया जाएंगे। धन्यवाद।
No more supplementaries, please. Question number 102. Yes, Mr. Athar, please.
Honorable Speaker Madam, will the Minister of Home Affairs be pleased to state what steps has the government taken in response to the recent natural disasters in Wayanad, Kerala, including the flooding issues that have severely affected the region? And what are the current flood relief and rehabilitation measures being implemented in Wayanad?
Yes, the Minister of Home Affairs, please.
Honorable Speaker Madam, the recent natural disaster in Wayanad, Kerala, which includes severe flooding, has posed significant challenges for the region. In response, the central government has taken several immediate and strategic actions to mitigate the impact and provide support. Upon receiving distress signals and reports from the state government, the Ministry of Home Affairs activated the National Disaster Response Force to assist in rescue operations. Teams have been deployed to affected areas to conduct search and rescue operations and provide medical aid. The government has initiated a comprehensive damage assessment exercise through the National Disaster Management Authority to evaluate the extent of the destruction. This includes damage to infrastructure, housing, and agricultural lands. An initial tranche of financial assistance has been released to Kerala under the State Disaster Response Fund to support immediate relief activities. This includes funds for emergency supplies, temporary shelters, and essential services.
Any supplementary? Yes, Ms. Isha.
Honorable Speaker Madam, will the Minister of Home Affairs be pleased to state how is the government coordinating with local authorities and other stakeholders to ensure effective disaster management and recovery efforts?
Ms. Carla, please.
Honorable Speaker Madam, the central and state government are working closely with the district and local authorities to ensure that relief efforts are effectively implemented at grassroots level. This includes coordination for resource allocation, logistics, and community outreach. The government is facilitating community involvement through consultation processes, feedback mechanisms, and participation in decision making. The private sector is being encouraged to contribute to relief efforts through corporate social responsibility initiatives and partnerships with government agencies. This includes providing financial support, materials, and expertise.
No more supplementary, please. Question number 103. Yes, Ms. Supriya, please.
माननीय शिक्षा मंत्री जी, विभिन्न हितधारकों जैसे कि छात्रों, शिक्षकों और विशेषज्ञों द्वारा व्यापक चिंताओं और विरोध प्रदर्शनों को देखते हुए क्या यह आवश्यक नहीं है कि नई शिक्षा नीति 2020 की समीक्षा की जाए, विशेष रूप से शिक्षा के व्यावसायीकरण, सरकारी धन की कमी और व्यावसायिक प्रशिक्षण पर जोर देने के प्रावधानों पर यह सुनिश्चित करने के लिए कि यह नीति वास्तव में समाज के सभी वर्गों की हितों की सेवा करती है और समावेशी, न्याय संगत और गुणवत्तापूर्ण शिक्षा को बढ़ावा देती है, न कि मौजूदा असमानताओं को बढ़ावा देती है।
मिनिस्टर ऑफ एजुकेशन,
माननीय सांसद जी, मैं आपकी चिंताओं को समझती हूँ और आश्वस्त करती हूँ कि नई शिक्षा नीति 2020 का उद्देश्य शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में क्रांतिकारी परिवर्तन लाना है, जिससे हमारे देश के युवाओं को वैश्विक स्तर पर प्रतिस्पर्धी बनाया जा सके। शिक्षा के व्यवसायीकरण के बारे में चिंताओं को दूर करने के लिए मैं यह स्पष्ट करना चाहती हूँ कि निजी क्षेत्र की भागीदारी से शिक्षा की गुणवत्ता में सुधार होगा और छात्रों को अधिक विकल्प उपलब्ध होंगे। सरकारी धन की कमी के बारे में मैं यह कहना चाहती हूँ कि हम शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में निजी निवेश को प्रोत्साहित कर रहे हैं, जिससे संसाधनों का बेहतर उपयोग होगा और शिक्षा की गुणवत्ता में भी सुधार होगा। व्यावसायिक प्रशिक्षण पर जोर देने के बारे में मैं यह कहना चाहती हूँ कि यह छात्रों को उद्योगों की मांगों के अनुसार तैयार करेगा और उन्हें रोजगार के अधिक अवसर प्रदान करेगा। हमने विभिन्न हितधारकों के साथ विस्तृत परामर्श के बाद यह नीति बनाई है और हम इसके कार्यान्वयन पर निगरानी रखेंगे ताकि यह सुनिश्चित हो सके कि यह नीति समाज के सभी वर्गों के हितों की सेवा करती है।
Any supplementary? Yes, Mr. Dheeraj, please.
Will the Minister of Education be pleased to state what measures are being taken to ensure transparency and fairness in the NEET examination process, and how are student concerns being addressed?
Yes, the Minister, please.
Ensuring transparency and fairness in the NEET examination is a top priority for us. We have also implemented several measures to achieve this. We have enhanced surveillance and monitoring during the examination to prevent any mob practices. Advanced digital technologies are also being used to secure question papers and answer sheets. A dedicated grievance redressal mechanism has been established to address students' concerns promptly and effectively. We also conduct regular training sessions for invigilators and staff to ensure that they are well prepared to handle the examination smoothly. The results are processed and published with utmost transparency, ensuring that every student's performance is accurately reflected. We are committed to continuously improve the NEET examination process and addressing any concerns raised by students to maintain the integrity and fairness of the exam.
No more supplementary, please. Question number 104. Ms. Nisha, please.
Honorable Speaker Madam, we all know that the elephant is declared as heritage animal. It has also religious importance. We all know this. But what's going on in Assam? Will the Ministers of Environment, Forest and Climate Change be pleased to state whether there have been more than 490 elephants in Assam in last 5 years? And also state about the fact, has it been announced by the IUCN the existence of Asian elephants in crisis? If yes, please provide information.
Yes, the Cabinet Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, please.
Honorable Speaker Madam, according to the forest report received from Assam, unfortunately, we lost more than 490 wild elephants due to unnatural causes in the last 5 years. According to our report, train hit incidents led to 15 elephant deaths each in 2023-24 and 24-25, while elephant deaths due to the train hit incidents was the lowest at 12 in 2020-21, it was the highest at 19 in 2018-19. 186 elephants were killed on railway tracks between 2009 and 2021. Among states, Assam has the highest number of elephant deaths due to train hits with 62 deaths, followed by West Bengal at 57 and Orissa at 27 between the year 2009 and 2021. However, since 1986, Asian elephants have been declared endangered in the Red Data Book by IUCN.
Ms. Nisha, do you have any other supplementary? Any other supplementary? Yes, Ms. Jeanette, please.
Speaker Madam, I just want to know from the Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change that what corrective measures have been taken by the government in this regard.
Yes, the concerned minister.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, आपके माध्यम से मैं सम्मानीय साथी को जानकारी देना चाहूंगी कि हमारे सरकार के द्वारा हाथियों को उच्च दर्जे की विधिक या कानूनी सुरक्षा प्रदान करने के लिए उन्हें वन्यजीव संरक्षण अधिनियम 1972 की अनुसूची 1 के तहत सूचीबद्ध किया गया है और भी कई निंदनात्मक उपाय किए गए हैं। हमने असम राज्य सरकार के सहयोग से सिविल और पुलिस प्रशासन, वन्यजीव संरक्षण के मंडलीय वन अधिकारी, प्रखंड विकास अधिकारी, ग्राम सुरक्षा समिति, गैर सरकारी संगठनों, स्कूल व कॉलेज के शिक्षक छात्रों को शामिल करके समन्वय समिति का गठन किया है। वन्य हाथियों के बेहतर संरक्षण के लिए हाथी आरक्षित क्षेत्र के रूप में हाथियों के महत्वपूर्ण वास स्थलों को सूचीबद्ध करने हेतु अधिसूचना जारी की गई है। अभी तक 14 प्रमुख राज्यों में 29 हाथी आरक्षित क्षेत्र स्थापित किए जा चुके हैं।
No more supplementary, please. Question number 105. Yes, Ms. Nidhi, please.
आदरणीय अध्यक्ष महोदया, मैं छत्तीसगढ़ से एक किसान की बेटी हूँ। इस लोकतंत्र में जनता की वोटों की शक्ति ने मुझे यहाँ तक पहुँचाया है। तो माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदया, मेरा भी एक कर्तव्य है कि लोकतंत्र के इस संस्थान में मैं भी प्रश्न कर सकूं। छुटपन में सरकार ने हमारे गांव में बांध बनाया। हम सबको अपना बोरिया बिस्तर समेट कर किसी दूसरी जगह बसना पड़ा। वहां ना ढंग का पानी, ना रहने की जगह और ना उपजाऊ जमीन। अरे और तो और मेरा स्कूल भी छूट गया बचपन में।
सांसद महोदय, ये प्रश्नकाल है, आपका दुख दर्द हम कभी और सुन लेंगे। सीधे प्रश्न पे आइए।
मैडम जी, क्षमा करें, मैं भावनाओं में बह गई। क्या करें मैडम जी, अपनी मिट्टी को छोड़ने का दुख बहुत होता है। खनन मंत्री जी, यह बताने का कष्ट करें कि देश में खनन कार्यों के कारण बेघर होने वाले परिवारों के पुनर्वास, उनको मुआवजा और रोजगार प्रदान करने के लिए क्या प्रावधान किए जा रहे हैं। क्या सरकार इस बात से इत्तेफाक रखती है कि छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य में लौह अयस्क और कोयला खनन विस्थापित लोगों ने अपने पुनर्वास के लिए अधिक समय मांगा था तथा यह भी मांग की थी कि उन लोगों को रोजगार दिया जाए। यदि हाँ, तो सरकार उपरोक्त हेतु क्या कदम उठा रही है?
Yes, the Minister of Mines, please.
Madam Speaker, खनिज रियायत संशोधन अधिनियम 2021 को खान और खनिज विकास और विनियम MMDR अधिनियम 1957 की धारा 13 और इसके संबंधित उद्देश्यों के तहत खनिज रियायत प्रदान करने की विधि को विनियमित करने के लिए किया गया है। खनिज रियायत संशोधन अधिनियम 2021 के प्रावधान में जिस भूमि पर खनन किया जाता है उस भूमि के मालिक को मुआवजा प्रदान किया गया है। छत्तीसगढ़ सरकार द्वारा दी गई जानकारी के अनुसार मैं बताना चाहती हूँ कि राज्य में लौह अयस्क खनन हेतु ना तो कोई निजी भूमि अधिग्रहित की गई है और ना ही कोई परिवार विस्थापित किया गया है। संबंधित सरकार ने यह भी बताया है कि 2023 तक भूमि अधिग्रहण तथा मुआवजे के निर्धारण से संबंधित सभी मामलों पर कोल इंडिया पुनर्वास नीति 2012 के अनुसार कार्यवाही की गई है।
No more supplementary, please. Question number 106. Yes, Mr. BNCM, please.
मैडम स्पीकर, बढ़ती जनसंख्या और तेजी से घटने संसाधनों के समय में अक्षय और नवीकृत संसाधनों का महत्व बढ़ गया है। अब ऐसे में वही देश विकास के शिखर हो चुका है जो भविष्य के अक्षर संसाधनों का सही उपयोग करेगा। मैं आपके माध्यम से ये जानना चाहूंगा कि देश में ऐसे बड़े क्षेत्र हैं जिनमें पवन और सौर ऊर्जा दोनों का दोहन किए जाने की बहुत अधिक संभावना है, और यदि हाँ तो संबंधी ब्यौरा क्या है। एक और बात यह है कि सरकार ने जो कदम उठाया है देश में सौर और पवन ऊर्जा क्षमताओं को बढ़ाने के लिए, क्या नवीकरणीय ऊर्जा मंत्री ये बताने की कृपा करेंगे?
Yes, the concerned minister, please. Honorable Speaker, Madam, I am pleased to answer this that India's solar energy production has increased significantly in recent years. As of June 2024, India's installed solar energy capacity was 85.47 gigawatts, which is 30 times more than it was 9 years ago. As of 30 June 2023, India's installed wind energy generation capacity was 43,773 megawatts, and in 2023, India produced around 82.1 terawatt hours of electricity from wind energy. India's wind capacity target for 2030 is 170 gigawatts. State-wise details of the solar and wind energy potentials in the country are presented in annexure. The major steps taken by the government to augment the solar and wind power capacities in the country are as follows. First, the government of India had launched PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana to facilitate installation of rooftop solar panels. This would enable 1 crore households to get free electricity of up to 300 units per month. We also issued National Wind Solar Hybrid Policy on 14th May 2018. Second, notification of National Offshore Wind Energy Policy on 1st October 2015. At last, India secured 4th position globally in renewable energy installed capacity, 4th position in wind power capacity, and 5th position in solar power capacity as of 2024.
No more supplementary, please. Question number 107. Yes, Mr. Downey, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, in light of the recent tragic Air India flight AI-171 crash, many citizens are deeply concerned about the safety standards of civil aviation in our country. Could the Minister of Civil Aviation please elaborate on what immediate and long-term measures the government is taking to investigate the incident and prevent such accidents in the future? Additionally, how do these steps align with existing aviation safety policies and regulatory frameworks?
Yes, the Minister of Civil Aviation, please.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, the recent Air India flight AI-171 crash has saddened our nation. It has also brought sorrow to our country and our people. I extend my heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims. We'll conduct a thorough, transparent investigation and ensure accountability. To enhance safety, we are conducting a nationwide safety audit, mandating enhanced pre-departure inspections for Air India's Boeing 787 fleet, prioritizing rigorous pilot training, investing in aviation pilot training and simulator sessions, collaborating with international authorities to ensure global best practices. Safety is our top priority. We'll work to strengthen the aviation ecosystem and restore public confidence in air travel.
No more supplementary, please. Now the question hour is over.
Madam, one of the most serious matter related to the breach of privilege. It has been committed by the newspaper of capital New Delhi, Indian Times. Yes, I repeat, Indian Times. The article of this newspaper used derogatory and insignificant language against the members of parliament. I think that the House should take strict action and act in union with regard to upholding the dignity and sanctity of our public positions.
Honorable Member, have you given notice of it earlier?
Yes, ma'am. I have submitted the evidence of this at 8 a.m. this morning.
It will be examined when it comes to me, and I will let you know my decision. Now the papers to be laid on the table. Secretary General to lay the papers on the table.
The Honorable Ministers of Law and Justice to lay the paper to lay the papers on the table.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I beg to lay on the table a copy of each of the following notifications under subsection F of section 13 of the Prohibition Act against Child Trafficking and Slave Trade.
Secretary General to repeat the message from the upper chamber of the Youth Parliament.
Ma'am, I have to repeat the following message received from the Secretary of the Upper Chamber of 36th Youth Parliament Session. In accordance with provision of the Rule 127 of the Rule of Procedure and Conduct of Business in the Upper Chamber, I am directed to inform that the Chamber has its sitting held on 10 August 2025 agreed without any amendment.
Secretary to lay on the table a copy of the bill as passed by the upper chamber.
Yes, ma'am, I lay on the table the copy of the business.
Honorable members, I have to make an announcement on behalf of the honorable members of the House. I have a great pleasure in extending our warm welcome to Her Excellency Miss Agnes. Chief Secretary Miss Dinah, and Chief Advisor Miss Tanisha. They arrived at Delhi on 13 August and now they are seated in special box. The House wishes them happy and fruitful stay in our country. And now, let us take up the calling attention motion. I request Mr. Avinash to call the attention for the Minister of Education. Mr. Avinash, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, we speak with a heavy heart and a lot of pain in the eye. My fellow members stand before you to call the attention of the Minister of HRD to the increasing number of students failed in class 9 in both central KVs and state government. Schools, the results is getting down year by year. We would like to know the action taken by the government to improve the results and the quality of education in this regard.
Minister of Education, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam. Yes, I agree that in the CBSE schools, every year, class 9th results are continuously declining. There are several reasons behind it, but we are the achiever in both classes among all private CBSE schools. We have formed a high-level committee for qualitative improvement in academic quality and examination results. The committee stated the no detention policy as the biggest cause of it and suggested some measures. We have taken up several steps regarding it. With most of the state government, central government is also contemplating to discontinue the no detention policy in classes 5th and 8th. All 1244 KVs of our country initiated the Back to Basics program to achieve maximum level of learning outcomes. In this regard, the KVS also introduced SLATE, that is Student Learning Attainment and Teachers Effectiveness Test, to measure the learning outcomes under the project Back to Basics. I think I put forward very clear. One more thing, now we are focusing on the competency and not only on knowledge, so that the capability of the students can be enhanced properly. Many capacity building programs are being conducted for the teachers so that they can impart a new way and way of learning in the classes.
Ms. Tanisha, please.
माननीय महोदया, 25% युवा आबादी वाले भारत में छात्र आने वाले भविष्य का आधार है और लगातार गिरता परीक्षा परिणाम अनिश्चित भविष्य की ओर इशारा करता है। शिक्षा मंत्री जी का यह कहना कि वे बोर्ड कक्षा के परिणामों में अव्वल है, सरकार की नीतिगत असफलता को छिपाना है। अपनी पीठ खुद थपथपाने के बजाय आपको शिक्षा में सुधार के विषय में सोचना चाहिए।
Miss Larissa, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, this report shows that an education ministry controlled KVs have been improving their board classes results since last 4 years. But what about the results of class 9 and 11? The results of these classes are just 50% this session. What a drastic situation is this? Why? Why are students failing in large number in class 9? Instead of citing the no detention policy as the sole reason, we need to improve outcomes. The results of the government efforts have not yet met expectations. It is the duty of the government to seriously consider this. Apart from, I personally suggest to change some patterns of examinations.
Yes, Ms. Arpita, please.
सम्माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, इन सब तथ्यों से अलग मैं माननीय शिक्षा मंत्री जी का ध्यान एक अलग परंतु इस बहस से जुड़े एक महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर आकर्षित करना चाहूंगी। कुछ निजी संस्थानों की सांठगांठ के चलते बीएड जैसे पाठ्यक्रमों के सार्थक परिणाम प्राप्त नहीं हो रहे हैं। बीएड डीएड जैसे विशेष शिक्षक बनने का साधन मात्र बनकर रह गए हैं। दूसरी बात, जो संयुक्त राष्ट्र बाल कोष यूनिसेफ की रिपोर्ट के द्वारा बताया गया है कि भारत में अनुपातिक दृष्टिकोण से शिक्षकों की संख्या कम है। उनकी अपनी शिक्षण तकनीकी संबंधी खामियां आदि सभी को सरकार द्वारा दूर करने के उपायों पर विचार करना चाहिए।
Minister of Education, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, yes, I agree that we have numerical deficiency of teachers in KVs and JNV school along with other central government headed schools. In this regard, CBSE have been conducting selection examinations for the recruitment of teachers continuously. In 2022, 6,990 posts. In 2023, 13,404 posts have been filled through direct recruitment to enhance the quality of teachers in KVs. For the quality test of fresh competitors, we have done some changes in the CBSE test to find out good skilled teachers. इसके अतिरिक्त नई भर्ती किए गए शिक्षकों को प्रवेशन कार्यस्थल प्रशिक्षण द्वारा भी प्रशिक्षित किया जाता है। शिक्षा मंत्रालय की पहल पर सीबीएसई ने प्राथमिक, माध्यमिक और उच्च माध्यमिक परीक्षाओं के प्रारूप में बदलाव किए हैं। कक्षा 9वीं में एसए और एफए प्रणाली से मूल्यांकन को बंद कर दिया गया है। इन सब के सकारात्मक परिणामों के लिए हमें अपने शिक्षकों को कुछ समय देना होगा ताकि वे परीक्षा परिणामों में न केवल सुधार करें बल्कि शिक्षा की गुणवत्ता का स्तर भी बनाए रखें। धन्यवाद।
Now let us take up legislative business. Honorable Minister of Labour, please.
Madam, I beg for a leave to introduce the bill further, the Employment of Children Bill 1985.
Now the question is that leave be granted to introduce a bill, the Employment of Children Amendment Bill 1985. Those who are in favor will please say aye. Aye. Those who are against will say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Leave is granted.
I introduce the bill.
This bill will be considered in the next session of the Parliament. Now, the House will take up consideration of the Representation of the People Amendment Bill 2022. Minister of Law and Justice, please.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, I beg to move the bill further to amend the Representation of People Act 1950 and the Representation of People Act 1951 to be taken into consideration. Ma'am, it is a very simple bill. NRIs always used to complain that they're not getting the opportunity to vote in elections. NRIs are spread in various parts of the world. They have a lot of love for India. They're equally interested in the democratic polity of the country and that they want to participate in it. NRIs means those who are citizens of India. We are only giving them the right to vote by proxy. This is a very simple amendment that we are making in the rules. You are aware that the military personnel can vote by postal ballot. There have been many concerns like concern of migrant workers. Now, the position is that one has to be registered in the voters list. The NRIs need not to come to vote. They are allowed to vote by proxy in company, law and others. Proxy is allowed.
The NRIs are citizens of India who still have their names in the voter list will be allowed to vote by proxy instead of coming from the USA, UK or Russia to vote. It is good for the country and also good for the NRIs. The House all pass it. This is my initial observation on the bill. महोदय, मुझे पूर्ण विश्वास है कि सदन के सभी सदस्य दलगत भावना से ऊपर उठकर इस ऐतिहासिक बिल को अपना समर्थन करेंगे। इस बिल के द्वारा विश्व के सभी अप्रवासी भारतीय हमारे अपने देश के निवासियों को विश्व के सबसे बड़े लोकतंत्र में सहभागिता का अवसर मिलेगा। इस संशोधन बिल 2025 की रूपरेखा आपके समक्ष आपके मूल्यांकन के लिए समर्पित की है।
Miss Alethea, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I raise my hand to support this bill introduced by the Minister of Law and Justice. I want to thank the Minister of Law and Justice. This is a very important bill. It is very close to my heart, especially because I was also an NRI for the first half of my life. I lived in USA for 25 years. As I was not an American citizen, I was not able to participate in the political process in America, and I was not able to participate in India either. So for 25 years, I felt like I was not a part of any country, as I was living in one country and as citizens of another country. So this is very important to me and people like me who live abroad and remain citizens of India. They may be settled abroad, but their heart always remains with India. जब हम इस सदन में बैठकर काम करते हैं तो यह विधायिका का कार्य होते हैं और हमें यह आने का अधिकार लोगों के मतदान से मिलता है, इस मतदाता के मत से मिलता है। With these few words, I support this bill and I encourage the Minister for taking these steps for our NRI brothers and sisters.
Miss Amrita, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I raise to oppose this bill. This bill has many loopholes. NRIs could not use their right because it was not practical and affordable for them to make an exclusive visit to India at the time of elections. The government has sought to solve this problem by allowing NRIs to cast their votes through proxy. Now, the fact is that the facility could be misused. Like, I have lived in Dubai with my family. If I appoint a distant relative or friend as my proxy, what is the guarantee that he or she will vote as per my choice? Political parties will cajole him and get votes for the candidate unless some mechanism or technique is used that the person votes for the same candidate as per my choice. The government should use this and introduce online voting. Aadhaar card, which serves as the single identification, is now mandatory for all resident Indians. If the NRIs are brought under this, they are able to vote online with biometric identification sitting anywhere in the world. Proxy voting might affect free and fair polls, and it is against the spirit of democracy.
Ms. Jasmita, please. Honorable Speaker, Madam, I raise to support this bill. When we use the word non-residential Indian, it means they are Indian. They are attached with their motherland, India. They pay taxes, they contribute to our nation in natural calamity. They support our sports team when our team goes on foreign tour. Then why can't they participate in our democracy through proxy voting right? मुझे लगता है कि मेरे जो भारतीय साथी अलग अलग देशों में निवासरत हैं, उन्हें यह अधिकार मिलना चाहिए। हमारे विधि एवं न्यायमूर्ति जी ने बड़ी ही न्याय एवं तर्क संगत बात इस बिल के माध्यम से रखी है, क्योंकि वह दूर देशों में रहकर भी भारतीय संस्कृति और लोकतंत्र से जुड़े रह सकते हैं।
Mr. Manav, please.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, पहली बात कि हमारा संविधान कहता है एक व्यक्ति एक वोट। जब भारत में हम वोट करते हैं तो हमारी उंगली पर इंक मार्क लगता है। यदि किसी को एक या दो प्रॉक्सी वोट का अधिकार मिले तो ऐसे कितने मार्क उसकी उंगली पर लगेंगे और इसे मॉनिटर करने का तरीका क्या होगा?
महोदया, मैं तकनीकी रूप से बताना चाहता हूँ कि हम जनप्रतिनिधित्व अधिनियम 1951 की धारा 128 का उल्लंघन करने जा रहे हैं। यह मतदान की गोपनीयता बनाए रखने के बारे में कहता है। जब हम अपने पति, पत्नी, रिश्तेदार, मित्रों को बता देंगे कि मुझे वोट किसे देना है, तो सेक्रेसी या गुप्त मतदान कैसा? यह चुनाव संचालन नियम 1961 की धारा 39 का भी उल्लंघन करता है। इसलिए महोदया, इतने सारे प्रश्न अनुत्तरित रह गए हैं। जब तक माननीय मंत्री संतोषजनक उत्तर नहीं देते, मैं विधेयक का पुरजोर विरोध करूंगा। धन्यवाद।
Mr. Namika, please.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, धन्यवाद कि आपने मुझे इस बहस में संभागी बनने का अवसर प्रदान किया। मैं समझती हूँ कि यह कोई साधारण बिल नहीं है। माननीय मंत्री जी द्वारा लाया गया बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण और ऐतिहासिक बिल है, और यह भी उतना ही सच है कि विदेशों में रहने वाले भारतीयों का वर्षों से वहां रहने के बावजूद भी अपने देश से रिश्ता जुड़ा हुआ है। आज सरकार का यही प्रावधान उन लोगों को और मजबूती से भारत से जुड़ने का कार्य करेगा।
Mr. Kerry, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, the government is thinking about the interests of the well-to-do NRIs because it may so happen that those votes may come to them. But on the other hand, the migrant of people from whom the government is shedding crocodile tears would not be allowed to cast a proxy vote. So it is not possible to make foolproof at all. The EVM system is also not foolproof, with so much of cyber fraud being committed. The government should think twice or more times before they think of implementing the provisions of this bill. Voting in our country is done in secret, or as our party colleagues use the word secrecy. Will your vote remain secret once you appoint your proxy? One more thing. The government, or the meaning of word proxy, bogus, fake or false, its true meaning should be clear. The process of appointing proxy should be clear. Sometimes, people are paid money or even given gifts to buy votes. It would be happen with a proxy appointed by an NRI person. How will the election commission monitor? If somebody is giving money to voters in Dubai or America, what will the election commission do? The NRIs who are unskilled labor may be coerced by the job provided to cast their votes on two particular parties. Will this encourage free and fair election in democracy? Madam Speaker, my last but not least is that it is easy to campaign from anywhere from the big and national parties. But what about the small regional parties? How could the voters living abroad So this bill violates Article number 14, the right to equal opportunity and equal protection, if the answers are left without any satisfaction. Madam Speaker, the government should not take any hasty steps which may prove fatal in future or for which we may have to repent. It is my duty as a member of the opposition to save the spirit of democracy, so I and my fellow members strongly oppose this bill.
Honorable Prime Minister, please.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैंने आदरणीय मंत्री द्वारा रखे गए संशोधन विधेयक को पढ़ा और इस विधेयक का पुरजोर समर्थन करता हूं। जब कोई व्यक्ति इत्मीनान से भारत के बारे में सोचता है तो वह एक ऐसे देश के बारे में सोचता है जिसकी आबादी 130 करोड़ से अधिक है। अगर पूरी दुनिया के आंकड़ों पर नजर डाली जाए तो पूरी दुनिया में 8 अरब की आबादी है। चीन और भारत को मिलाकर यह लगभग 3 अरब होती है, अर्थात धरती पर चलने वाला हर दूसरा व्यक्ति या तो भारतीय है या चीनी। यह हमारी उपस्थिति है। चीन में लोकतंत्र की चर्चा नहीं होती, भारत में लोकतंत्र और अधिकारों की चर्चा की जाती है। वर्ष 2024 में 640 करोड़ मतदाताओं के साथ केंद्रीय चुनाव आयोग ने विश्व के सबसे बड़े लोकतांत्रिक निर्वाचन को सफलतापूर्वक पूर्ण किया था। उत्तर प्रदेश, जहां से मैं सदन में आया हूं, 22 करोड़ की आबादी है और ये जनसंख्या क्षेत्रफल में सबसे बड़े रूस से भी अधिक है। यूपी अपने आप में एक देश होता तो दुनिया का छठा सबसे बड़ा देश होता। भारत की जनसंख्या का एक हिस्सा जो 2.5 करोड़ के बराबर है भारत से बाहर रहता है। हमने उन्हें वोट देने के अधिकार की बात की है। हम जब भी कोई फैसला इस सदन में बैठकर करते हैं तो वह फैसला बहुत बड़ा होता है। वह दुनिया के 100 देशों से भी अधिक बड़ा होता है और इसी कारण आज पूरी दुनिया हमारे सदन, हमारी संसद और विश्व के सबसे बड़े लोकतंत्र की तरफ देख रही है। अधिकार तो पहले भी था लेकिन उनको देश आना पड़ता था। हम उन्हें प्रॉक्सी के जरिए अधिकार देना चाहते हैं कि वह भारत आए बगैर ही अपने कीमती वोट दे सके। यह एक क्रांतिकारी निर्णय है। विदेशों में आज कितना हर्ष और उल्लास होगा। कोई ऐसा भारतीय है जो 30-30 साल अमेरिका में रहने के बाद भी भारतीय है। उनका दिल अभी भी हिंदुस्तानी है। जब वे यहाँ आते हैं तो उन्हें वीजा की मांग करनी पड़ती है, घंटों लाइन में खड़ा होना पड़ता है, केवल अपने लोकतंत्र की ताकत के लिए, अपने देश की पहचान के लिए। और हमारी सरकार भी यही चाहती है कि लोकतंत्र की ताकत बनी रहे। सरकार का यह निर्णय बहुत बड़ा है क्योंकि पूरी दुनिया में भारतीयों की उपस्थिति है। हम अपने उन भारतीयों को इस निर्णय के माध्यम से एक नई ताकत देना चाहते हैं ताकि वे दूर रहकर भी हिंदुस्तानी ही रहे। उनका जुड़ाव, उनका परिवार और पूर्वजों सभी का जुड़ाव भारत से रहे। यह उन सभी भारतीयों के लिए खुशी का विषय है जो भारत से बाहर रहते हैं।
Now, the question is that Representation of the People Amendment Bill 2024 to provide proxy to the NRIs throughout the world be taken for consideration. Those who are in favor will please say aye. Those who are against will please say no.
I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it.
The motion is adopted. Now, in the question, that in the clause 2 to 10 in the bill, there is an amendment in clause 2 by Mrs. Nandini. Ma'am, are you moving it?
Yes, madam. I am not satisfied with the reply given by the Minister of Law and Justice and the Prime Minister. I want to proceed my amendment.
Now, the question is that clause 2 to 10 be part of this bill. Those who are in favor will please say aye. Those who are against will please say no. The motion is adopted. The bill is passed. The House is adjourned.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our talented students for their outstanding performance. With the Youth Parliament program now coming to a close, I would like to invite our esteemed chief guest, Professor A.K.